Good morning. I found this quote. I think it's quite famous because I heard about it before, you see. It's from a Hungarian Jew. He said, people wonder, how is it that we didn't do something? We didn't run away, we didn't hide. Well, things didn't happen at once. Things happened very slowly. So each time a new law came out or a new restriction, we said, well, just another thing, it will blow over. When we had to wear the yellow star to be outside, we started to worry. Are you starting to understand what it was like for these guys? Yeah, I am. Yes, I totally understand it, because this is what I see right now. Well, this is just another thing. It will blow over. We will soon go back to normal. Right. Trying to find some sanity in the establishment these days it's a waste of time and energy, I think. I just stopped caring about these guys. They are totally focused on these things. They want to jab you. Medical experiments, right? They want to give you a passport. Yellow star, right? Yeah. They want to take away your freedom. And you listen to people and they say, well, it will soon go back to normal. Just take the jab, it will be fine. But it won't, they will not stop. It's like a train. They won't listen to anything. If you want hope or change, you have to look at the people. Yeah, that's where it's coming from. I get emotional, really emotional these days when I watch these protests. When they talk to a Greek mother who wants to protect her child from the needle, or this young French angry guy in Paris screaming about liberty. This is where the hope is, the change. Yeah. So there are lots of people who will not sit down and just let this happen, see, because they are doing it again. Yeah, it's the same thing. Yes, I say it again. Medical experiment. The star. Yeah, the passport. Yes, taking away your freedoms. They are doing it, right? Yeah. This is another thing. I was listening to the apostate prophet. Many of you know this guy. He's sort of a scholar in Islam. He was sort of radical at one point. Then he left Islam. He's got a channel, Apostate Prophet. I think he's very, very good. And he talked about what's going on in Afghanistan. And I thought this was interesting. Changed my views. Yeah. He said they want it in Afghanistan. They want Sharia. That's why it was so easy for the Taliban to take over. They don't want this Western crap, where you decide for yourself what to wear, or freedom of religion and stuff. They want death penalties for leaving Islam or being homosexual, I don't know if he's correct. Maybe, this is what it's like. And he also talked about those who don't want it, right? And we see it now, right? People leaving the country. We see crowded airplanes and people falling off airplanes, trying to get out of the country. Yeah, very interesting. He made some good points, the apostate prophet. Yeah. And he said, like what I have been saying, we shouldn't be there, NATO shouldn't be there, the US shouldn't be there fighting this war when the people don't want it. They don't want the fight, what we are fighting, you see. They want this. So why should the United States waste American lives in Afghanistan. Yeah. Makes no sense. Well, there are some sense in this, right? Well, there's the oil, for instance. Yeah. Opium. I don't know. Yeah. I also listened to this young lady. She had a perfectly normal life. She took the shot in April, the AstraZeneca. She started to shake, and now she's in a wheelchair. And she talked to the doctors. Well, it will be years. That's what the doctor says. It will be years before her life goes back to normal. And she tried to talk to the doctors about the shot, and they wouldn't talk about it. They even sent her to a psychiatrist. They talked about mental issues. You understand? Yeah. Medical experiments. Yellow star. Taking away your freedoms. Yeah. Censorship. Right. Well, I have some good stories too. I will tell you one of them. This is from Paris. This is not a big investigation or anything, but apparently the restaurants and the cafes in Paris, they are not enforcing these mandatory passports. Yeah, they don't want this. They just want customers to come in and have coffee and eat. Yeah. I think this whole thing, what is going on right now, is so fascinating. Yeah. When you see these two forces clashing, the people who want freedom, being able to live a good life, and then you have the authorities and the establishment. They want something else. Yeah, it's amazing. All right. Be good.